Hey folks, Sam Frio, the rate update. Today we're going to talk about, is there a crash? Is there a bubble? What's going on with real estate? I'll give you my 2 cents on that. So don't go away. We're going to talk about that next. Okay, so when you look at the videos online and you look at the news, all you hear is bubble, crash, rates are going to go out of this world, and nobody will be able to afford a house. Let's break this down into components, okay? This might be a little lengthy video, but I think you're going to find it worth it. Okay, so a lot of the data that comes out tells us how real estate is doing throughout the country. Let me ask you, do you care what San Diego's doing if you live in Indianapolis? No. Who cares if that market crashes unless you're in that market? Okay, that's one thing. So you hear all this crashing and this and that. There's particular markets that might have a drop because they're way overinflated. The majority of the country isn't so bad. And then there's going to be pockets that there's good value still in things. So you can't just, scrape everything with one brush and say, oh, there's a huge bubble, the whole world's going to crash. That's number one, okay? The next thing I want to talk about is mortgage rates. Everybody keeps saying, well, mortgage rates are going to go out. So, if you buy a house today, you're never going to be able to afford it. You realize once you buy the house and you have a fixed rate mortgage, the mortgage payment isn't going to change. So you don't care if the rates go to 10% if you already own a home. So there's a lot of clickbaity things out there to get you to click, and it's from a lot of people that I think they're doing. Most of them try to do their best. There's a lot of people that just like the clickbait because they're making money just baiting you into these areas that are irrelevant. So again, what I want to talk about is I don't really care what Austin is doing or Dallas is doing or Orlando. I don't live there. So if you live there, that's a different story. Please dissect it and figure out, is it a time for you to buy or not? I'm not a proponent, or I'm not out there pushing, hey, buy, 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 buy. I don't care if you buy. But look at it this way. You have to live somewhere. So that house that's available out there, somebody's going to buy it. Okay? It could be an investor. It could be somebody looking to live there. It could be a group of investors or whatever. We get those mortgages, okay, even if somebody's buying the house for investment purposes. So I hate when people go out there and say, don't buy, don't buy, don't buy, and don't buy. Well, then don't buy if you don't want to buy. So it's up to you is basically what I'm saying. So what you have to do in this is look at it financially and look at it in a perspective way of where are you going to live? Okay, so let's look at it this. If you buy or rent. Now let's take, for example, we don't care where it is. So if you're in a market that's crazy priced, where you're going to pay rent, what's going to happen next year? Rent's probably going to go up. And then the next year, rent's probably going to go up. A lot of people also aren't transit. Maybe I can't at my stage of life, but if you're a family out there with 2, 3 kids, a dog, everybody's in school, you have 2 teenagers and one in grade school, you can't just uproot and say, oh, a great investment opportunity today is Oregon. I'm going to move to Oregon. Where are you going to work? How are you going to move? All this other stuff. People aren't you can't just transport all over the place. Yes, some jobs are much easier today because you can work remotely. Some of them, not all of them. Okay. So again, I want you to focus in on when you're buying a house, look through all your options. Can you move to a different location that's hot or a good value today? Most people are going to say no, unless you're a single millennial who's like, okay, I'm just working out of my house. I do consulting or whatever. I can be transit. Most families, let's say half the people can't. They're stuck. Mom and dad have to go to work, and they work local, and they have to go to a physical location. So I'm trying to debunk on, let's not focus on the whole world crashing. Okay. The second thing is I don't care if you buy a house. I really don't, because a house is going to come onto the market. We're probably going to get a client. I probably shouldn't say this to you, but we're probably going to get a client that wants to buy that as an investment property versus you looking at to buy as your personal residency. Okay. So the investors, they're still buying. I mean, the housing market is limited. Okay. What I foresee in the next couple of months is more forbearances coming to play. It's getting March, April, May is when most people put their homes up for sale, because at that point, in that duration of time of the year is when they're a little more transparent if they have kids and so forth. But a lot of those people aren't moving cross country. Some are, but the majority, I like to talk about the majority, not the onesie, twosie off things, the majority. Okay, so that's that. So please do your research, and that's what we're here for. We'll run the numbers for you. Can you afford that payment? Can you qualify for that payment? What mortgage options are available for you and so forth? The next thing I want us to talk about is the rates. Everybody's like, oh my God, rates today are 3.2 and they're probably going to go to 4 and the world's going to end. Well, let's see, how much of an effect is that on your mortgage payment? So we go through and let's do this. I go through here and I just want to show you all the clickbaity stuff that with the housing crashes, and they're getting hundreds of thousands of views. Okay. So I don't know. God bless these guys. This guy is really entertaining. I love this guy's content. And he's really informed. He knows the mortgage business. He knows the real estate business, and he's very good. There's a lot of people that I watch and listen to. I hate to say it, they don't have a clue. They're making money on YouTube clicks, and they're doing some research. They're not in the trenches. And what I mean by the trenches, they're not realtors. They're not active realtors. They're not in the mortgage business. They're not in the lending business. They're not in the construction business. So they read articles, they kind of think they kind of know what's going on, but a lot of them don't get it. I follow a bunch of channels, believe me, and I've done this for 30-something years. So I've been through the ups and the downs and the crashes and the foreseen of this and so forth. So that's why I present these videos to you, just to think a little bit. But let's get off to where we are with mortgage payments. Okay, so let's say, for example, here's the best way to do this. Go to therateupdate.com. It's going to take you right here. I want you to click mortgage calculators. Okay, so let's see how bad this, if rates go from 3.2 to 4, is that going to completely put everybody out of range of buying a house? So we click the mortgage calculator right here, and let's just go in here and say, okay, the average house value, the average house we're seeing as a purchase. Now guys, there's some people are going to say, Dan, you're crazy. You can't buy a house for $350,000. Well, again, in your I won't say little neck of the woods, in your area, maybe not, but I'm trying to prove a point here. On average, this is 350 is a very solid valued home. All right. And in most places, you can find a place for 300,000. Now, no, you can't downtown San Diego. You can't in New York City. But again, I'm looking at this with a broad scope. All right. So we have a $350,000 home. We put 3% down. Okay, at a rate, let's go 3.2, which is the going rate right now. And that puts us at a payment of $2,215. Okay, the criteria behind that is broken down principal and interest right down here, taxes and insurance, hazard insurance, and your PMI, because you need PMI because you didn't put 20% down. And all these numbers are going to stay constant. I'm going to show you the advanced features I have. I have this in a property in Orange County, California. And all these auto-populate, all right, based on the areas that you put in. So $2,215 for the $350,000. Now, rates might go all the way to 4%. Remember, $2,215, 4%, $2,367. So $150 your payment will go up. $150. Now, I have a wife I like to spend. I have kids. I get $150 is $150. But $150 for your house payment, if rates go all the way to 4%, is that really going to crash the market? Again, what a lot of people say is the market's going to crash because rates are going to keep going up and up and up and up. If you buy, you're done. You don't have to refinance. The mortgage rates going to 20% aren't going to matter to you. Now, for new home buyers, yeah. Do you wait and put it off till rates get to 20%? That's up to you guys. I can't make your decision for you. But again, what I want to recap is, who cares what the entire country is doing? What is your local area doing? Okay, that's number one. Two, if rates go to 4, 4.5, okay, yeah, your payment might go up $150, $200. How much did you spend going out last weekend for New Year's? $200, $300, $500, $1,000? Okay, you get my point. So is the world going to end because mortgage payments are going to go up $200 a month? No, you might just have to, tighten back a little bit in other areas. All right. So that's what I wanted to make clear in this video, because there's a lot of clickbait out there. There's a lot of quasi realtors out there, or financial planners, or whatever out there, preaching these things to you. But be careful. Concentrate on you. Okay. Concentrate on you, your local area. Just because rates are 3.2 today doesn't mean you qualify for 3.2. You might have a bad credit score. Your rate goes up a little bit from there. You might have fantastic credit score, a bunch of down payment. Your rate might go a little bit lower. But everything is basically customized to you. So this is one of the things that we help people do. Decide, if you're kicking the can, hey, can you qualify? Should you qualify? I'm not here to say, yeah, you should buy a house. I'm here to say, yes, if you want to buy a house, here's your options. Here's what I would personally do. You're the boss. But I've done this a long time. I've owned a bunch of homes. My children own homes. I've helped them with that. I've helped my other family members. So I'll give you my 2 cents. If you want to take it, cool. If you don't want to take it, that's why God gave you 2 ears. So I hope you find value in my channel. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below. I'm trying to hit 20,000 subscribers by the end of the month. I think we can get there with your help. So how do you find out more about me and my team? Well, the best way to do that is let's just go back to my website. And I'm going to get my head out of the way. And you're going to go right here. It's therateupdate.com. There's a couple different ways to get a hold of us. First, if you're at the top right, you're going to see that our 800 number is 844-775-5626. Please call us. If you don't call us, please schedule a meeting. It says book a meeting and it is right here. It'll open up our calendar and let us know what time and day, or let you know what time and days we have available, and then we'll call you and zoom you in and answer any and all questions. Or if you're like, hey, I just want to get the ball rolling, I kind of know what I want, I just want to apply, and then you guys get a hold of me after I put the information in so you can look at it and come back with me with all my options, and then you click right there. So that's it for today, guys. I just want to thank you guys for watching the video. Please, like I said, please, if you would, subscribe down below. Hit the bell. Every time I post a video, you get an alert. I hope you find value in my channel. Give me a description down below how you think your market's doing, and I can maybe do some research, or give me some comments down below with videos you want to talk about so we can make them clear and precise. So anybody out there that's looking to buy a house in 2022, they get the facts. So God bless, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.